Hey there guys, Mike here. Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back. And today guys, I want to go over some Lee Marvin movies that I've upgraded to my collection. Some of these are brand new, never seen movies in Lee Marvin's career. I think a couple are, a few are upgrades, but mostly new ones now. And one of them's like a rewatch. So let's get right to it. So Lee Marvin, again, one of my favorite actors. Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood. Not in that order, but God, that's like my top three favorite actors, you know, especially in the action genre realm. So yeah, let's start right now. And again, Kino's killing it with the upgrades. I mean, Kino's with their additions. Now, some of these are out of order or out of print, and so, but you can still see them. But man, Kino has really put out some stuff. I mean, they have really satisfied the fans out there for upgrading some of these that we've had and everything. So, first one I want to show is the Spikes Gang. Was able to upgrade it on Blu-ray from Kino. Before that, I had it on a German edition with, it was with other movies. It was like 6 movies and it was from Germany or something. Or no, it was English. It was like an 88 films multi-pack or something like that. I should have got it out to show it, but it was DVD also. So I wanted to upgrade to this because I really do like this movie a lot. I really do. It's a really good one. The Spikes Gang from 1974. I mean, you got Ron Howard, Gary Grimes, who was coming off of a really good movie that I love, called The Summer of 42. He was the love-struck boy in that movie. I really like that movie. That's one of my favorite. Just such a sentimental. I actually watched it while I was in the hospital recently when I was recuperating, and I watched it and really enjoyed it. But anyways. So Gary Grimes is in this, Ron Howard, like I said, Charlie Martin, Smith, and of course you got the one and only Lee Marvin. And this doesn't really have any extras on it as far as maybe trailers or something. I don't even have subtitles on this, but hey. But yeah, you get a better picture. I think this might be an HD upgrade. But yeah, Spikes Gang, really good one to add in your collection. It's not one that you think about a lot. Or, you know what I mean? Like, when you're trying to say all the Lee Marvins that I love, you know, that one might get left off by accident. Next up, this was a first-time watch, first time owning a copy of it. Again, Kino, knocking it out of the park. 1976, this was done for American International Pictures. You got Lee Marvin, Oliver Reed, Robert Culp, and Strother Martin. Man, I love Strother Martin. He's so good. Sylvia Miles is in this. Kay Lenz. It's got a great cast in this. Real crazy, directed by Don Taylor. This is The Great Scout and Cat House Thursday. Yeah, say that real fast. But yeah, I had never watched this movie. I briefly saw the title flip, maybe reading a book or something about Lee Marvin or something. But yeah, The Great Scout and Cat House Thursday. I guess you just have to watch the movie to understand what that means. But yeah, you got Oliver Reed playing an American Indian, and it's one of those just crazy movies that they made in the 70s, 76. So I'd say everybody was coked out of their brains. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just having fun. Lee Marvin was probably drunk on set. Who knows, man? It was probably a big party. But anyways, good looking disc, subtitles in English and everything, and a lot of fun. It's just one of those goofy movies. I guess this is like, maybe Lee Marvin did this for a paycheck. Maybe he didn't. You know, maybe this is like when he, did Paint Your Wagon or whatever. I don't know. Now that's another one I should probably upgrade to, as much as I hate to. But it's got Clint Eastwood and Lee Marvin in it. Then they have a 4K. So, but anyways, The Great Scout and Cat House Thursday. I have to look at it to make sure I say it correctly. Now this one is one of my favorite Lee Marvin movies of all time, and I had to upgrade. This thing had been out of print for a minute. I had to pay a little bit more than I usually would pay for an out of print. It wasn't too much, guys. I'm not going to go past $20 on sometimes, but in this case, I had to get this. Again, Kino upgrades. This is one of John Boorman's best movies. Great widescreen movie. Hell in the Pacific. It's also got one of my favorite actors too, Toshiro Mifune, in this. Man, what can I say about this movie? I just love this movie. I watched this as a kid and it held my attention, and it just kind of blew me away then, you know, because the first like good at least 45 minutes, there's really no dialogue really. Actually, all through the movies, there was really not much dialogue, which really tells you how good the actors are, that they can really do that, you know, act without having a whole big monologue to talk about, you know. But yeah, this is really good. It's got a great interview with John Boorman. It's got the art director interview. It's got the alternate ending. Lalo Schifrin's music. Really good, man. I love this one. So I upgraded this from my really ancient DVD of it that I have. And so yeah, I had to upgrade that one. Next up, this was this had recently came out a few months ago from Kino, and I had never heard of it actually. And this is also from 1976. This is Shout at the Devil. Now this had been available, I think, on Blu-ray, but it was like a different, maybe it was a Spanish edition or something, or maybe it was released in Europe. I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks really good. I watched it on, got to watch it on the big screen. Now, this is just a regular Blu-ray. It's not 4K or anything. But great movie. It's got Roger Moore in it. He's like one of my favorite, well, I guess he is my favorite James Bond, because that's who I discovered James Bond through, you know, Roger Moore. But man, I love Sean Connery too, though. It's hard. But yeah, this has got Ian Holm. It's got Barbara Parkins. Music by Maurice Jarre, directed by Peter Hunt, and they would go on to make Death Hunt together with Bronson in '81. But yeah, good movie. I mean, Lee Marvin, just great locales, and I think they work well together. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's one of those oddball movies if you think about it, and it's got dual artwork. And I think I kind of like the alternate better than the slipcovers, though. But yeah, this came out a few months ago, around the beginning of 2025, I believe. Yeah. Shout out the devil. Shout at the devil. And then this was an upgrade, or not an upgrade. This was just a rewatch, because I didn't really remember a lot of it for some reason. Maybe I watched it too late. But this came out in 1972, and this is just a thin edition. This must be part of a box set or something. It was directed by Stuart Rosenberg, who's done a lot of good stuff. This has got Strother Martin in it, and the two stars, Lee Marvin and Paul Newman. So it's got a great cast. It's kind of an oddball movie. It really is kind of weird in a way. It's kind of goofy. It's like, what the hell's going on sometimes? But yeah, it was a rewatch and stuff. I wanted to rewatch it and stuff. And I mean, do I understand it better now? No, I think I still watched it too late at night. I don't remember it. But anyways, I'm gonna rewatch it again and stuff. But what I know, it is good. But sometimes my examining glasses wasn't on. It was too late, or something. But I also tried to watch this while healing at home from elbow surgery, so I was probably half zonked on painkillers. So anyways, pocket money. I'll probably rewatch it again. Next up, now this was one when I got this on DVD. Donovan's Wreath on 4K hadn't been announced yet. I do this all the time. I find one, like a title, get it on DVD, and then turn around and a month or two and another good edition comes out. I swear I don't like comb the internet finding out when stuff's going to be released. But anyways, I got the DVD. This was a John Wayne special of Donovan's Reef with Lee Marvin. And they were having a lot of fun. It's very comic and stuff. Maybe sometimes it's the comic part of it all kind of is not as much as you know what I mean? Like I wanted to be a little more serious, I guess. But no, it's a good movie. It's an overall good movie to watch. If it's on TV, I'll probably, stop and watch it and everything. Directed by John Ford. This is 1963, so John Ford was getting up there. I think he wouldn't make any more movies past 65, I believe. But yeah, John Wayne and Lee Marvin look like they're having a ball in this movie. But yeah, this is just the Paramount DVD. I'll probably get that 4K if it ever comes down in price, because it is kind of high. Now this was a new one that I did pick up. I think I got this as I got home from having surgery, and this had just this one was out for a while. Okay, this was directed by Michael Apted. This is Gorky Park, Lee Marvin and William Hurt in it, and I remember this as a kid. It was one of those movies that was like in the HBO guide. If anybody remembers those in like the early 80s, mid 80s, we'd get this little, it was almost like a little pocket book, and it would have all the movies for the month on there, and it would have, movie posters and pictures and different things. And I remember Gorky Park all the time. I remember it was in that guide at some point. But it was more of an adult movie, so I wasn't really interested in it, because it came out in 1983, so that would have been right on target of early HBO and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it was a first time watch, as far as I know, and bought it. And when I got this, so yeah, it's got a slipcover, but no dual artwork. But yeah, Gorky Park, I really liked it. I thought it was a pretty good kind of political intrigue type of movie. And finally, guys, this was a rewatch. I guess like Pocket Money, this was another kind of oddball movie. This came out in, I think this was 76 too. This is the Avalanche Express. And this has Lee Marvin and Robert Shaw, Linda Evans, Maximilian Schell, Mike Connors, Horst Burshoff, that was in what's that movie? The Magnificent Seven. Even Joe Namath is in it as a guy. It's based on an Abraham Polanski script, who did some really good stuff in the 40s. Directed by Mark Robson. Mark Robson goes back to the 30s too as a director. He started at RKO. So this was like a lot of people's last movies, I think, because I don't think Robert Shaw did too many more movies after this and everything. So, but it is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's got a lot going on in it. Like Gorky Park, it's kind of got political stuff going on. It's in Europe, stuff like that. Again, it's another movie I need to rewatch, and I don't think I even rewatched this during this time. I really don't think I watched this one again, but I put it in my pile because I was really digging into some Lee Marvin while recuperating. So I will rewatch that in Pocket Money, because they just look like two movies that just has the star power, and they should be good movies and stuff. And then maybe I'll do an episode with both of those, and I'll really give you the dirt on it and say I didn't like this, or I liked it, or loved it, or anything. But there you go, guys. There's some upgrades and some new stuff from Lee Marvin. It is exciting to get a movie by one of your favorite past stars, like Sylvester Stallone or Bronson, that you've never seen before, and you get to buy a nice Blu-ray of it and watch it. It's fun. It's fun discovering new stuff by your favorite people, and Clint Eastwood even, because I've discovered some stuff. But there you go, guys. That's some of the Lee Marvin upgrades for me, and I hope you enjoyed it. let me know in the comments about, Pocket Money and the Great Scout Cat House Thursday and all that good stuff. I think I'm really wanting to watch Death Hunt again. I may rewatch that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Again, I have a lot of fun. I love these actors. I love these movies. And thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you guys later. I try to move the mic gently. It always makes a rumble. I'm sorry.